My mom's new husband is 34, 2 years younger than me, and when I walked in on their wedding last summer, I nearly dropped the grocery bags full of kale she'd asked me to grab. She's 62, a silver-haired widow who used to knit me scarves and lecture me about sunscreen, now giggling in a white sundress next to a guy who looks like he just rolled out of a frat house. I'm Tara, 36, a single mom still reeling from this bombshell, watching my world flip upside down in our sleepy Ohio suburb. They're all over each other. PDA at the grocery store, dance videos on TikTok. And I'm stuck wondering if I'm the crazy one for thinking this is nuts. Mom swears he's her soulmate, but there's a shadow behind his smirk that's got me shaking. How'd my sensible mom end up hitched to a guy young enough to be her son? My junior? Buckle up, ladies. This one's a wild ride that'll leave you reeling. So how does a mom go from knitting blankets to locking lips with a guy who could have been my college fling? It's a roller coaster with more twists than a back road, and the warning lights were flashing way before that ring hit her finger. My mom, Linda Reynolds, was the heart of our little Westerville, Ohio bubble. A woman who'd greet you with a warm, "Hey, hun," and a plate of cinnamon rolls fresh from the oven. At 62, she was the widow who'd worn grief like a second skin since Dad dropped dead in 19, mid-mow. His John Deere still parked crooked in the garage. They'd been a team for 38 years. High school sweethearts who'd met at a sock hop. Him in a Letterman jacket, her in bobby socks, dancing to Elvis under a disco ball. They'd built a brick ranch with creaky floors, a bay window where she'd sip tea, and a backyard bursting with zinnias she'd fuss over like kids. She raised me and Greg, me, the artsy one who'd doodle on her recipe cards, him, the jock who'd wrestle Dad in the grass. After Dad, Mom faded, book club fizzled, her knitting needles gathered dust, the garden turned to weeds. She'd shuffle around in his faded flannels, eyes red, murmuring, "I'll be okay, Tara." Sundays, I'd haul Sophie, my 8-year-old Spitfire, over. Mom'd whip up mac and cheese from the blue box, sprinkle extra cheddar, and we'd watch old sitcoms, her laugh a ghost of itself. She was my anchor, steady, soft, the mom who'd never shock you. Until she flipped the script so hard I'm still dizzy. It started with a spark no one saw coming. Spring 2023, when Mom decided to get moving after years of cocooning. She signed up for silver sneakers at the YMCA, a class for seniors with bad knees and big dreams. Think chair squats and peppy 80s tunes. That's where Brandon Hayes swaggered in, 34, a personal trainer with a man bun tied tight, a jawline sharp enough to cut glass, and biceps that flexed like they were auditioning for a Marvel movie. He ran the seniors' boot camp, barking, "One more rep, champs!" while gray-haired ladies swooned over his dimples. Mom came home after week 1, cheeks flushed, babbling. "This trainer, Brandon, he's a firecracker, said my plank's the best in class." I chuckled. "Go, Mom, get those abs." Picturing some middle-aged gym rat with a whistle, not a guy who was drooling over Pokemon cards when I was stressing my ASATs. She dove in. Twice a week turned to 4, then daily. Her cardigans got swapped for neon leggings, her sensible buns for loose waves. She'd hum Taylor Swift for God's sake, grinning like a kid with a crush. "He's got this energy," she'd gush. "Makes me feel young." I'd tease. "What's next, Mom? A tattoo?" She'd giggle. "Maybe. Just kidding." Kidding turned to chaos quick. By summer 2023, Brandon wasn't just her trainer. He was her shadow. I'd roll up for Sunday supper, Sophie bouncing beside me, and there he'd be, shirtless, sweaty, pushing Mom's ancient mower across the lawn like he'd claimed it. "Hey, Tara!" He'd wave, flashing teeth too white, while Sophie squealed, "He's so cool! He taught me a flip!" Mom'd flutter out, apron on, beaming. "He's fixing the place up. Your dad hated chores." Fixing? He'd sprawl on her couch after guzzling iced tea, cracking corny jokes. "Why'd the tomato turn red? It saw the salad dressing." While Mom laughed like he was a comedy god. I'd catch them, her hand grazing his, him winking like a frat bro on the prowl. "He's a friend," she'd insist when I squinted. "Friend?" He crashed Labor Day, grilled burgers shirtless, flexed for the neighbors, called her Lynn, like they'd known each other decades. Greg, my brother, 39 and skeptical, cornered me. "This dude's too cozy. He's sniffing around for something." I shrugged. "She's smiling again. Maybe it's fine." Fine was a lie I'd choke on. Fall 2023 lit the fuse. Mom morphed, ditched her gray for a bold auburn dye job, chopped bangs that framed her face like a 70s starlet, traded her orthopedic loafers for strappy sandals that clicked on her hardwood. She'd text me selfies, her and Brandon at a farmer's market, her clutching a peach, him smirking with a craft beer. "He's showing me life," she'd chirp, voice high and bubbly. I'd scroll their TikTok. Yep, she'd joined at Fit with Brandon, twirling in flowy skirts while he was doing push-ups behind her. Hashtags blazing. Age is just a number. Young at heart. Views spiked. Neighbors peeked over fences, jaws dropping. "Linda's gone wild," and she'd clap back in the comments. "Haters stay mad. Living my best life." I'd drop by unannounced, find them tangled on the couch, watching Netflix, her giggling at his dumb pickup lines. "Are you a magician? 'Cause whenever you're around, everyone else disappears." Him smirking like he'd invented charm. Sophie'd run in, "B-Man's teaching me dance moves." And I'd force a smile, stomach twisting. "Mom, he's younger than me," I'd mutter, 36 to his 34. She'd fire back, "Love doesn't count candles, Tara. Open your heart." Open? I was gagging on the weirdness. Christmas 23 sealed it. Brandon strutted in with a $20 guitar from Walmart, strummed Jingle Bells off-key, while Mom clapped and Sophie twirled in her elf hat. Greg hissed, "He's a poser. Look at him." Brandon stayed, helped carve the turkey, flirted with Mom over mashed potatoes, left me staring at the gravy boat, wondering if I'd lost her to a guy who'd been in grade school when I got my first period. "He's family now?" Mom cooed, kissing his cheek. Family? I nearly choked on my stuffing. This was a Hallmark movie gone rogue. The wedding hit like a sucker punch. July 14th, 2024. I'd been at Kroger, grabbing kale and quinoa for Mom's health kick, when she called, voice bubbling. "Surprise! Hurry over!" I pulled up, saw balloons bobbing, a just married banner flapping over the garage, Mom spinning in a white sundress with Brandon in a linen shirt, gold bands flashing. Sophie bolted out, "Grandma's married," while I stood there, bag slipping, jaw unhinged. No warning, no invite, just a backyard "I do" with a justice of the peace and a Bluetooth speaker blasting Sweet Caroline. Brandon grinned. "Hey, stepdaughter." I sputtered. "You're 34, I'm 36. Mom hugged me. "Isn't it crazy? He proposed last week. I couldn't say no." Crazy? I felt like I'd stumbled into a reality show, cameras rolling on my shock. He moved in fast. Mom's house flipped overnight. Dad's flannels got boxed up, replaced by Brandon's protein shake empire. Vanilla whey clogging the fridge, his kettlebells scarring the floors. He'd sprawl shirtless on the recliner, Dad's recliner, blasting rap so loud the windows rattled, while Mom buzzed around, frying him bacon. He's gotta bulk up. Sophie adored him. "B-Man's the best." He'd toss her in the air, teach her TikTok dances, but I saw his cracks. He'd snap if Mom mentioned Dad. "Enough with the dead guy, Lynn." And she'd flinch, eyes wet, nodding like a scolded kid. Greg dug dirt. Brandon's trainer gig was a joke. $15 an hour when he showed up. He'd been evicted from a dingy apartment twice, had a DUI in 2021 after a bar brawl. "He's a grifter," Greg snarled, milking her dry. I checked her accounts, $7,000 drained by September, Loans to Brandon for app development. She waved me off. It's our future, Tara. He's a visionary. Visionary? He was a freeloader driving Dad's Jeep, strutting like he'd built the damn house. The vibe soured fast. By October 2024, Mom ghosted me. Texts went cold, calls got busy, hun. In a clipped tone I didn't know. I'd swing by unannounced. Brandon blocked the door, shirt half on, smirking. She's resting. Catch you later. Sophie'd whisper. B-Man yells. Grandma hides in her room. I'd peek through windows, see Mom hunched, staring at Dad's old photo, hands trembling. Thanksgiving was a war zone. She'd lost weight, cheekbones sharp, eyes darting like a trapped bird. I cornered her. He's bad news, Mom. She slapped me, hard, screaming, You're jealous. He's my joy. Joy? She shook pouring gravy, Brandon glaring from the table, cracking his knuckles. The shadows grew teeth. November. I found Mom's phone unlocked, a text from Brandon to Jade. Old chick's needy, counting days. Counting? I dug. Her savings dipped another $10,000, wired to him for gear. Greg tailed him, spotted him at Rusty's Tavern, arm around a 20-something with pink hair, laughing. Big score coming? Patience, babe. Score? Mom's house? Her pension? Sophie found a pawn ticket in his gym bag, Dad's watch, the one he'd worn 30 years, traded for $200. I stormed over. He's a con, Mom. He's selling us out. She crumpled, sobbing. He loves me. You don't get it. Love? She clutched his hoodie like a lifeline, but I saw the truth. He was a vulture circling her bones. Now Mom's chained to this guy. I'm spiraling, and the house feels like a stranger's den. But the real mystery's still clawing at the dark. Brandon's cemented in Mom's life. Strutting around her house, her ring on his finger, her bank account in his grip. I'm stuck, 36, watching my 62-year-old mom cling to a 34-year-old who's got me questioning everything. She's still posting TikToks, him lifting her laughing, but her eyes don't match the smile. Sophie asks, Is B-Man bad? I don't know what to say. Greg's ready to sue. He's a con. But Mom won't hear it. Last week, I saw a for sale sign in her yard. Brandon's idea, she says, for a fresh start. Fresh start? Or his endgame? Is he bleeding her dry, waiting to bolt? Will she wake up or crash hard? And me? Do I fight? Spy? Let her fall? I see her old scarves in the trash. Wonder if I've lost her for good. This ain't over, ladies. It's a live wire sparking. What's your take? Is he a gold digger, a kid with a crush, or something uglier? What did you do if your mom hitched a guy younger than you?